Hello and welcome to you. This is Sports Review on iBrandTV. It's a pleasure to have you join us on the show today. Why am I excited? Well, it's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to you. Yes, it might be Christmas Day, but we still have to talk about sports. Yeah, even on Christmas Day, we have to talk about sports. A lot have been happening in the world of sports, but on today's show, it's going to be something different. We'll be taking a look at the year 2020, a review of what has been going on throughout the year. Yeah, that's what we'll be focusing on the show today. Lots and lots of things have happened this year, this unprecedented year, the good, the bad, the ugly. We'll be talking about it. And of course, we'll take a look at some of the games that will be going on in the English Premier League on Boxing Day. Yeah, Boxing Day excitement for you to savour. We'll talk about all of this on Sports Review today. Like I said, this is the Christmas Day edition. I'll be your host on today's edition of the show. My name is Jidechi Chidizie.
Welcome to iBrandTV, where we bring you
quality news and programs
round the clock
in politics and global news,
in entertainment, fashion, and lifestyle,
in business news and analysis,
in sports.
Who dey there area? Your boy lawyer, comedy self dey yo.
At iBrandTV, we wish you
a Merry Christmas
and a Happy New Year.
iBrandTV, quality news on TV.
Welcome back. This is still Sports Review right here on iBrandTV, the Christmas Day edition. Yes, if you forgot it, today is still Christmas Day, but we still have to talk about sports. On today's Sports Review, it's not going to be the regular. We are going to be taking a look at some of the big stories from the year 2020. There's been a lot, the good, the bad, the ugly. A lot of things have happened this year 2020. I will not be doing this alone. I have on the line Joba Ogunwole. Joba has been on this show before, and he's here again today as we talk about the stories that are trending in the world. No, not the stories that are trending in the world of sports, but the big stories from the year 2020. Hello, Joba. It's a pleasure to have you join us on the show once again.
Yeah, thank you, Jidechi, for having me. It's my pleasure to be back again on the show, and I look forward to spending the next 7 minutes with you.
Okay, now let's start off. Joba is a Liverpool fan. Joba is, aside being a Liverpool fan, he's a chief editor at soccernet.ng. He's also a football writer and he's a tennis expert, a big fan of Roger Federer. Now let's start off with Liverpool because Joba is a Liverpool fan. One of the big stories from the year is Liverpool winning the league, the Premier League, for the first time in 30 years. Joba, does that really rank as one of the big things that happened in the year 2020 for you?
Well, it was actually a dream come true for me because in my lifetime, I've never seen my club won a league title. So to finally break the jinx, 30-year wait, you understand, it was a memorable night for me. That was in June, you understand. So it was really a big achievement for the whole of Liverpool, not just the city, but the whole of Liverpool worldwide. Most new generation fans have not seen their club, the team, win the league title. Yes, we've seen them win the Champions League, the FA Cup, the League Cup, but nothing compares to this league title. And it was a remarkable achievement from Jurgen Klopp and his boys. So it was a wonderful achievement. It was a wonderful night for me that night when I think Man City's draw against Chelsea, loss against Chelsea, confirmed us as champions that night. So it was really a wonderful story. And as you can see, looking at it right now, I don't think there's anyone that can stop them from winning their 20th league title and their second Premier League title.
If you let Joba would want to keep talking about Liverpool. Let's move over from that one. Joba, what else would you say actually stood out for you in the year 2020? What else would you say was really a big story from the year 2020?
Well, obviously, like you said earlier, it was an unprecedented year for football, not just in football, just for world generally, because there was like a lockdown for over 3 months. They affected many sectors and all sectors. But one thing I would say stood out for me this year, even though we didn't have much football, was probably Messi's transfer request at Barcelona. You understand? No one actually saw it coming. So it sent shockwaves across the world, even not just football, other sports. No one saw it coming. No one believed that Messi could say, and he wants to leave Barcelona. This has been his club for over 20 years, for almost 20 years. So it was really, really a shock, and I think it was one of the biggest stories of the year.
Okay, now let's move on from that one and talk about something that was really a sad story. It's one of the ways the year started. The death of the legendary Kobe Bryant, who also passed on alongside his daughter Gianna. Yeah, that very sad story that happened in February. And of course, there was the one that happened in November. Diego Armando Maradona, who also died. There was still Papa Bouba Diop, the Senegalese star, the Senegalese World Cup star. Gerard Houla, lots and lots of sporting stars passed on to glory this year. Joba, would you really say this ranked as one of the big things from the year 2020 in the world of sports?
Yeah, as I said earlier, that the coronavirus made it a tough year, but it was actually even a sad year also. Looking at the kind of people we lost in football, in sports generally, we lost Kobe Bryant and his daughter in a helicopter crash. Even before the coronavirus came in, we lost Diego Maradona. We lost Gerard Houllier, and former Liverpool manager. We lost Papa Diop, and former Senegalese international. So it was really, really, really a sad year in general for football. It was a tough year. It was a tough year. So we are just happy that we've been able to scale through, not as football fans and as the football family in general. It was really, really a tough year, and we can only hope that 2021 will be better than what we've experienced this year.
Okay, now let's move on from that one. That's the sad ones that happened in the year. Let's talk about something that was exciting. Undefeated champions. Nigerians that were undefeated champions in boxing and UFC. Israel Adesanya, Anthony Joshua, Kamaru Usman, doing Nigeria proud, doing themselves proud at the big stage. What would you say, Joba? How would you say these ones ranked for you in the year 2020?
Yeah, Israel Adesanya's victory in the UFC was really, really, really a proud moment for Nigeria, for Nigerians to understand. And Anthony Joshua's victory over Caleb also was a proud moment for Nigerians also. So I think those are some of the highlights for Nigeria, especially that Super Eagles didn't give us much joy. So I think those are the two highlights for Nigeria as a country this year.
Okay, let's move on from that. Joba, you mentioned Super Eagles. Let's talk about that one for a minute. It was not really an eventful year for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. They didn't have so much to play, but the little they did, it was results we didn't expect. That infamous 4-4 scoreline that happened in Benin City, and of course the goalless draw in the home of the opponents. Joba, would you really say this was one of the big things from the year 2020? How did this rank in the year for you?
That's probably the lowest points of our football this year. Yes, we may talk about the Flying Eagles not qualifying for the Africa the 20 Nations Cup. Our clubs also failing to produce a good performance on the continental stage. But I think the lowest point is actually the Super Eagles failing to beat Sierra Leone.
Okay, let's move on from that now, Joba. We're already out of time. Let's talk about something that will cause spectacular. Yes, that unforgettable 8-2 scoreline between Barcelona and Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich had a spectacular year, and it saw lots and lots of scores. One of which, that 8-2 victory against Barcelona in the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League. Joba, would you say this was possibly the most spectacular result of the year 2020?
Yeah, obviously, even not just of the year. I think in Champions League history, this was two heavyweights, and you were expecting a close game, and it was a total dominance from Bayern Munich. Like Barcelona were reduced.
Joba, can you hear me? Are you still with me?
Reduced to a small club.
Okay. We can hear you now. Yes.
Even Messi on the pitch, so it was really, really a total dominance affair from Bayern Munich. So I think that's actually one of the highlights of the year also.
Okay, it's been a spectacular Christmas Day edition of the show with Jova. Jova, it's been a pleasure. Trust me, it's been a pleasure. Hopefully, we'll get to have you on the show sometime next year.
Thank you for having me today, Chief. And I hope to be back once.
Thank you very much, Jova. Yes, a spectacular one for today, the Christmas Day edition. We'll go on a quick break right now. And when we get back from this, we'll talk about the Premier League and the Boxing Day fixtures.
Most people don't understand the magic of a perfect skin, the allure of a well-pampered skin. We bounce from skincare products to skincare products, from spa to spa. Looking for that ideal solution. I found the solution. And it's Blemiville Skincare and Spa. My name is Neil, and I'm proud to be a part of the Blemiville family.
Welcome back. This is still Sports Review on iBrandTV. Yes, the Christmas Day edition. Now let's talk about the Premier League. Lots of games will be going down from tomorrow, Saturday the 26th. The Boxing Day excitement. Premier League, they know how to present Christmas in a spectacular fashion. The festive season in a spectacular fashion. There are always Boxing Day games. Boxing Day excitement for you, just like rice and chicken, just like your chin and your malt. That's how the Premier League comes with a Christmas package. Boxing Day fixtures and the Christmas. Let me run you through some of the games that will be going down in the English Premier League on Saturday and then later on Sunday. Not all of them will be going down on the Boxing Day. Some of them would be going down later on Sunday. I'll run you through the fixtures. Exciting, lots and lots of exciting games for you in the English Premier League. Let's take a look at them. Leicester City will be welcoming Manchester United, who are currently third on the table. Leicester City currently second position on the table. So you can call that a top of the table clash if you wish to. Aston Villa will be welcoming Crystal Palace, and then Fulham will be welcoming Southampton. Arsenal, who keep losing, they would be facing Chelsea in the London derby on Saturday. A very big game for Arsenal and Mikel Arteta, who many are already saying should be fired, should be sacked, should be given the boot, and should be shown the door out of Arsenal. That's how many people feel about Arsenal right now. Well, Saturday is another redemption day for Mikel Arteta as they take on Chelsea in the London derby. Manchester City, the other side, who will be playing also on Saturday, would be welcoming Newcastle United. And of course, there's a game between Sheffield United and Everton. Sheffield United still yet to get a win so far in the Premier League this season. 2 draws for them, so far so good. And they'll be facing Everton, who are currently seated on 4th position on the table. Later on Sunday the 27th, it will be Leeds United and Burnley. West Ham United will be welcoming Brighton and Hove Albion. And then Liverpool, who are currently top of the table, the champions of the league, would be welcoming West Bromwich Albion. Last time out, they won by 7-0. Now, this time around, they are welcoming West Bromwich Albion. The last one will be between Jose Mourinho's Tottenham and Wolverhampton Wanderers. Tottenham, so far so good. They've lost their last 2 games, dropped to 5th on the Premier League table. That's where they are seated right now. But they will be hoping to do one over Wolverhampton Wanderers later on Sunday when they travel down to take on that side. They'll be hoping to get all 3 points in that one. That's how the Premier League is going to be looking on Boxing Day and the day after it. Lots and lots of exciting games, lots and lots of excitement for you as you have formed this festive period. This is where we call it a wrap on today's edition of the show, the Christmas Day edition. Yeah, I know you want more, but there's still Christmas next year. We'll be back next year with another Christmas Day edition. Yeah, I need to leave the studio right now. My food is getting cold. My chicken is calling me. You've already eaten yours. I need to go and eat mine. Like I said, we'll be back some other time with Sports Review, because he that fights and runs away lives to fight another day. Sports is never finishing. There's always something to talk about. We'll be back to talk some more sports later next week. I remain your host, Jidechi Chideze.